Hey guys, Ian here, coming to you from the warehouse today, and wanted to talk a little bit about the lift kit that we're going to be offering. So, you guys had some questions about what was in the kit, what came with the kit, and so that's I plan to tell you now. So, the kit's going to have the 1.5 inch spacer, I'm gonna duck underneath here again, for both the front and the rear. So that's going to be the strut. Spin you around here without losing anybody, hopefully. Looks like I zoomed in there. No, it's just white balance. No one needs to know about that. So, either way, now that that's over, get a little light in here. So, you're going to be able to, I can bring you around. You've got the spring, the spacer for the spring. You're going to get a subframe, 1/4 inch subframe spacer for the rear subframe. You're going to get the shock drop for the rear shock. I know some people have been talking about things having a topping out sound, so that will eliminate that. You are also going to get the, let's see if I can not wash out the camera here. You're going to get the correct length sway bar link as well. That's going to be part of the kit. Should do that from this angle. There we go. So that's going to be part of the kit as well. And then some of the reasons why you're also going to get a set of spacers for the front subframe. They're a 1/4 inch spacer as well. So the reason why you're going to be getting those 1/4 inch front spacers is because the Trailsport, at least with the Trailsport kit, that's what's going to come with it. So when you have a Trailsport kit, or a Trailsport to begin with, you already have an inch taller strut setup on the vehicle. And so when you take it and you take it another 1.5 inches higher, you're now over the stock vehicle, you're 2.5 inches of lift. So as far as the chassis is concerned, you have 2.5 inches of lift on it. And so you start to get some axle binding that happens, and you can feel that wobble around 25 miles an hour if you're like accelerating up a hill or something. Being in Pittsburgh, lots of hills. So it's kind of became more noticeable relatively quickly. And so that's the reason for the front subframe spacers. The rear has 4 subframe spacers for it. And the reason for that in the rear is because you're going to have, in order to meet the camber spec on the rear, unladen, so without your camping gear and everything in it, you can run that subframe drop. And that'll give you what you're looking for. That'll allow you to get the factory camber. Now, if you don't want to put them in, you don't have to, but if you're always running, like if you've always got a rooftop tent on it, or you've got a bunch of stuff, or you're building out the inside of your Pilot to do camping all the time, you may or may not actually need that in order to meet the camber spec in the rear. But so that's the reason for the rear spacers. Reason for the front spacers is because of the axle binding that you'll start to feel if you don't have those. Otherwise, sway bar links, shock drop, and everything else that you need for the kit's going to be in there. We're going to be offering it for a short period of time, and it's not going to be a standard issue for us. We're just going to do small batch orders here and there. So get them while you can. And right now, we're looking at delivery for the 1.5 inch kit right around the beginning of April. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. And yeah, just going to try to keep bringing you guys some good stuff for the Pilot. See ya.